Happy New Year to you all. I think you all are well, and you all spent this festive season very well. So this is our first class of 2021. Hope this year will be very fine. And this is time for our science class. We are in chapter 9, work and energy. In our previous classes, we already learned many facts about this chapter, and now I remind you all the facts, some points. Okay, so in science, work is done if an object changes its position due to force applied on it. And if there is no change in position after the force is used, no work is done. Energy is the capacity to do work. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. Only its forms can be changed. And the different forms of energy are mechanical, electrical, heat, light, wind, solar, and hydro. And today we will learn about energy sources. Those are renewable and non-renewable. Okay, so let's start. Now, I'm telling you about the sources of energy today. Actually, there are various sources of energy, they can be grouped. They can be grouped into two types. Number one is renewable sources of energy, and number two is non-renewable sources of energy. So, firstly, number one, renewable sources of energy. Actually, these sources will always be available in plenty. And this energy source is produced continuously at a speed much faster than the speed at which it is consumed. These sources will always be available in plenty. The shining sun, blowing wind, and flowing and falling water will always be there. There are these all are various sources of energy, and they all are renewable sources of energy. The renewable energy sources include biomass energy. Biomass energy, you must know what is biomass energy. Biomass energy is decaying dead animals and plant matter. Hydro energy, water. Water is the source of hydro energy, solar energy, and wind energy. All this energy we obtain from natural sources of energy. Okay, sun, wind, water, all are natural sources of energy. And so there is no chance that we will run out of this type of energy. One important feature of renewable energy is that it can be generated without causing pollution, and hence is good for health and environment. So these all are the facts of renewable sources of energy. And now I'm going to tell you about the non-renewable energy sources. These are the sources that may get exhausted, and that means that may get finished if they get used faster than they can be made. It is the energy that is produced at a speed much slower. So I think you understand that it is the energy that is produced at a speed much slower than the speed at which it is consumed. This energy is obtained from sources which are limited. That is why they are called non-renewable energy. The sources are limited. So there is every chance that we may run out of this type of energy if we don't use them carefully. The energy that we get from coal, petrol, and natural gas are examples of non-renewable energy. So they are used to make electricity, to cook food, and to move our cars. Mostly, non-renewable energy is generated in a manner that causes pollution, and so they are not good for our health and the environment. No, actually, so these all are the renewable energy and non-renewable energy. Actually, we depend a lot on the sources of energy. There is a real fear that very soon we will run out of the non-renewable sources of energies, just like petrol and coal. Our factories will fall silent, our cars will pile up as junk. So there is a need to conserve energy. We should use them carefully. Efforts are also being made on to invent vehicles that run on wind, solar, or water energy. Force, work, and energy are therefore interlinked. Force, always remember, force, work, and energy are interlinked. We need force in order to work, and energy helps to make this force. There is also a link between the living and non living things in the world. The sun, air, and water are non living, but without them, we would be non living too. This is why it is very important to take care of the earth and its resources. So, use your energy to make a better world and not to destroy it. And there is a relation between work and energy, and uh, as I told you before. Work is said to be done when force applied on an object causes it to move through a certain distance in the direction of the force. And we need energy to do the work. This is the the most important point of the relation between work and energy. We need energy to work, and work is done when uh, the force is applied. When we are tired, we are not able to do any work. So, therefore, energy is defined as the capacity to do work. Okay, so these all, as we discussed in our classes about the work and energy and their relationship and all. And you all read the chapter very carefully. And in our next class, I'll give you the question answers, and short question answers and long question answers on this chapter. Okay, so till then, bye.